Welcome back. In this session we will look into Step 2 Instruction-Based Prompts Techniques, where we will discuss about what is instruction-based prompts techniques, how you can use it, in what scenario you can use it, recommendations for using instruction-based prompt engineering techniques, and at last we will look into 3 demos, where in the first demo we will learn how to use instruction-based prompt to create content. And then in the second demo we will understand how you can use instruction-based prompt techniques to do coding. And at last in the demo number 3 we will creative writing using instruction-based prompt. So let's start our session with question. What is instruction prompt techniques? The instructions prompt technique is a text-based approach that leverages ChatGPT's natural language understanding capabilities. By formulating a task and associated instructions, users can direct the model's output towards a specific objective. In this technique we have 2 main important components. First important component is task. And second important component is instructions. Let's discuss about task first. Task is a well-defined objective or goal, such as generating customer service responses, legal documents, creative content, or any other text-based task. Next we have another important component. Instructions. Instructions are clear and specific guidelines that outline how the model should approach the given task. These instructions can encompass tone, style, content, and any other relevant criteria. You can see the example here. Where task we are telling generate a blog post on renewable energy, and instructions we are giving the tone should be informative and positive, highlighting the benefits of renewable energy sources. So now you can understand how you can build instructions-based prompt. We will see all this in our demo session. Now let's proceed further and discuss about how you can use instructions prompt technique. To use the instructions prompt technique effectively, you have to follow 4 steps. Step 1. Define your task. In this step you should clearly identify the task you want the model to perform. This could be anything from writing an article to answering questions. Next step 2. Craft specific instructions. In this step provide detailed and explicit instructions to guide the model's behavior. These instructions should align with your desired output and can specify factors like tone, accuracy, or adherence to certain guidelines. Once you crafted your instructions, then you have follow next step. Formulate the prompt by combining the task and instructions into a coherent prompt using this formula. And at last step, interact with the language model by providing the formulated prompt to ChatGPT. If you are facing any difficulty in understanding these concepts, then you don't worry. I am going to show you all these steps in our demo session in the later part of this session. Now let's proceed further and discuss in what scenario you can use it. Then I would say the instructions prompt technique can be applied in various scenarios, but here I am going to tell you 5 areas where you can use instruction-based prompt. Number 1. We can use it while customer service responses. Generating professional and accurate responses to customer inquiries. Next we will use this when you want to generate the legal document. In this task language model create legal documents that comply with relevant laws and regulations. We will use it for content creation, where we can craft articles, blog posts, or marketing materials with specific style and tone requirements. Another area where we can use instruction-based prompt technique for programming language code writing. In this task we can formulate prompt in such a way that it will generate code snippets or scripts with precise functionality. In the demo section of this session we will look into this action. Next we can use instruction-based while creative writing. In the creative writing field we will use instruction-based prompt for composing stories, poems, or creative pieces following specific themes or constraints. Now let's discuss about recommendations for using instruction prompt techniques. When using the instructions prompt technique, consider these recommendations. Clarity and specificity. Ensure that your instructions are clear, specific, and directly related to the desired output. Experimentation. Iteratively refine your prompts and instructions to achieve the desired quality and relevance in the generated text. Fine-tuning. If possible, fine-tune the model on specific tasks or domains to improve performance in those areas. Control and monitoring. Continuously monitor and review the model's output to maintain quality and relevance. Now it's demo time. Let's look into the first demo. Here is the prompt which I am going to use for this demo. You can copy this prompt from description if you are following along. Before executing this prompt, let's dissect this prompt, and in the dissection you will notice that it has two parts. First part is task. Second part is instruction. Now let's jump to ChatGPT platform to execute it. We are into the ChatGPT platform and let's execute the prompt. I have already copied the prompt and now I am pasting it in the text box, then executing it. If you want to follow along, you can copy the prompt from description. It started execution and you will notice that with instruction how beautifully it is generating the information. It is really amazing, guys. Let's wait for execution to get completed, then we will look into the generated output. Now execution is completed. Let's look into the generated output. You will notice that it has given us very structured content, which is starting with introduction. Then it has given us harnessing the power of the sun, biomass, a sustainable energy source. And last it has also given conclusion. It is really amazing so far. Now let's proceed further and run the second example for Python code generation to make calculator. Here is the prompt which I am going to use for this demo. You can copy this prompt from description if you are following along. Before executing this prompt, let's dissect this prompt, and in the dissection you will notice that it has two parts. First part is task. Second part is instruction. Now let's jump to ChatGPT platform to execute it. Now I am into the ChatGPT platform and in the text box I have given the prompt with task and instruction to generate Python code for calculator. Now I am executing it. It started execution. Let's wait for execution to complete. Now it has generated the output and you will notice that it has generated the program. This is insane, guys. Instructions are making it more powerful. Now let's proceed further and execute the demo number 3. Here is the prompt which I am going to use for this demo. You can copy this prompt from description if you are following along. Before executing this prompt, let's dissect this prompt, and in the dissection you will notice that it has two parts. First part is task. Second part is instruction. Now let's go to the ChatGPT platform to execute this and see how it is going to perform this task. Now I am into the ChatGPT platform and here I have pasted the prompt. Let me align it. I have also included the instruction over here. Now let's execute it. It started execution. Let's wait for execution to complete. Now it has completed the execution. Let's go up and let's look into the story. It is really going to be so powerful, guys. So guys, here I would like to stop this session. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you find this course valuable, don't forget to show your support by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. Your feedback and engagement help us continue to create great content for you.